discipline is painful, but so is regret. You're not unmotivated. You're undisciplined, and it's costing you your future. There will come a moment when everything in you wants to stop. Not because you're lazy, but because you're tired. Tired of trying. Tired of hoping. Tired of falling short. And in that moment, you'll hear the quiet question echoing inside you. What's the point? That's the breaking point. Most people stop right there. But that's also the place where you get to choose something different. That's where discipline begins. Motivation is a spark. It's exciting. It's loud. It makes you feel like you're finally ready. But motivation is a lie. It doesn't show up when it rains. It doesn't care if you're heartbroken, sick, or stuck. One bad day, and it's gone. Discipline is the opposite. It's not loud. It's not glamorous. It doesn't care about your mood. It just shows up, day after day. Quiet, consistent, unshakable. And that's why it's powerful. You don't build discipline during exciting moments. You build it when life is slow, when no one's watching, when no one's clapping. Discipline is dragging yourself out of bed when your whole body wants to stay down. It's sitting down to work when your mind is screaming for distraction. It's not about perfect routines or 4 a.m. alarms. It's about keeping a promise to yourself over and over when no one else is holding you accountable. Discipline isn't about looking impressive. It's about becoming undeniable. You are not your goals. You are not your potential. You are your actions. What you do every single day is who you are becoming. If you show up for yourself when it's easy, that's motivation. If you show up when it's hard, that's character. That's discipline. And the truth is, you don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your habits. And your habits are shaped by the discipline you're willing to own. You keep thinking you'll start when you feel ready. But the world won't wait for your perfect mood. Life keeps moving, so must you. While you hesitate, someone else is out there doing the reps. Practicing in silence, building in the dark. Discipline doesn't care how slow you go, it only cares that you don't stop. And if you're willing to keep showing up, you will pass every single person who only shows up when it's easy. Motivation feels good. Discipline doesn't. It feels heavy, inconvenient, lonely. It feels like saying no to what you want now, for what you'll be proud of later. But here's the part most people don't realize. Discipline gives you freedom. Freedom from regret. Freedom from guilt. Freedom from the cycle of starting over. If you can't stay disciplined, it's not because you're weak. It's because you haven't yet decided who you want to be and what you're willing to suffer for. Discipline requires identity. You have to stop negotiating with your old self. The one that cuts corners. The one that breaks promises. The one that settles for just enough. That version of you has to go. And every day you show up, you're proving that you're done being that person. You want change. This is what it takes. You say you want to grow. You say you want to level up. But what you really need is to become someone who keeps going after the emotion is gone, who works in silence, who trains in private, who turns down comfort like it's poison. Discipline is what turns effort into identity. And once you wear that identity long enough, it becomes unbreakable. You won't always be motivated. You won't always feel confident. You won't always feel strong. But you don't have to. You just have to be disciplined enough to do the right thing, even when you're scared, even when you're tired, even when you're the only one left doing it. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers, from the finishers, from the few who actually make it out of their comfort zone. Your life will not be defined by what you hope to do. It will be defined by what you did when no one was watching. The things you repeat every day are shaping your future. They're shaping your reputation. They're shaping your legacy. The question is, are they building a life you're proud of? Or are they keeping you small, stuck, and scared? Discipline is how you break out. Not once, but every single day. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to know how it all ends. You just need to become the kind of person who keeps showing up. And if you do that long enough, the strength builds, the clarity comes, the results appear. Not because you were lucky, but because you were disciplined. That's not a motivational quote. That's reality. And that is the apex shift. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the strongest. You just need to be the one who doesn't quit. While others crumble under pressure, you stay steady. While others wait for the perfect time, you move. You become the person who gets up one more time, who refuses to fold, who refuses to be average just because it's easier. And that choice, that refusal, that's your edge. That's what makes you unstoppable. The world can take a lot from you. It can take your money, your comfort, your relationships. But what the world can't take is what you've built within yourself. Your self-respect, your discipline, your ability to stand tall when everything around you falls apart. That's why you train your mind. That's why you build structure in chaos. Because no matter what life throws at you, you've already decided who you are. If you've made it this far, it's not by accident. Something in you wants more. Something in you knows you're not meant to settle. The world will give you every excuse to quit, but discipline gives you the strength to rise above all of them. Build that fire, not for applause, not for validation, but because there is a version of you waiting on the other side of consistency. And they are everything you ever wanted to become. Show up for that person, and don't stop until you meet them.